What is up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you part 2 of my E3 coverage videos. So I actually think I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of these. I was only going to do 4, but I think I might do some more for the 2 weeks leading into E3 because I had some other ideas. But yeah, so this is going to be the 8 games we probably won't be seeing at E3, which kind of sucks because these are some pretty big titles. Borderlands 3. So this one was pretty much, Randy Pitchford pretty much came out and was like, yeah, we're not gonna bring this to E3. I'm not sure why they would do that. I mean, maybe they just don't have a finished working version of it, even though they showed off a tech demo a while back. I'm not sure why they wouldn't want to bring this game to E3. The only thing I can think of is maybe they don't want to take the spotlight off of Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't know. I don't think it would. I mean, but yeah, this game is apparently not going to be at E3. Oh, he could be completely lying, because there was a leak saying that this game was connected to Xbox One when it comes to marketing. So maybe he could be lying, and it could be like a surprise thing.
There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to help us.
Metro Exodus. So this was probably one of my biggest, this was probably one of my favorite reveals from last year. Because the game actually looks sick. Like, you know, it's fighting giant rat monsters and it just looks sick. Like, I mean, I want to play this. You know, but it looks like the team, you know, who was creating this game decided to take the time off to go watch the World Cup. So apparently the game won't be at E3. So just because they're going to watch the World Cup doesn't mean that they didn't make some kind of like pre-rendered trailer, you know, for the game and just send it to E3. At the moment, anything will be fine. I'll take a trailer, but more than likely this game will not be at E3.
I still don't see why we brought a Shinra soldier along. No way he'd throw all that away for us. What's his name, anyway?
Cloud Strife. And he says it's former soldier.
This one is a painful one. But the development of this game is way too shady, and that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, I've heard tons of rumors about this. One rumor says that it's going to be at the Square Enix show, and they're going to reveal first quarter 2019 for the first episode of this episodic game, which I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't think this is going to come out until like 2020, bruh. Honestly. I mean, I would be gratefully surprised if we got a reveal like that, but I'm doubting it. I don't think it's going to be at E3.
My home was beautiful, but a shadow fell across the land.
Assassin's Creed Dynasty. So Assassin's Creed, well, this is the rumored next Assassin's Creed. It's going to take place in either China or Japan, which, I mean, is kind of what we've been asking for. Like, you've made ninjas out of every nationality but the nationality people want you to make ninjas out of. Hell, we had Egyptian ninjas. An Egyptian ninja. I mean, it sounds cool. It was cool. But we really want Japanese or Chinese ninjas. Like, we've been calling for an Assassin's Creed game in Asia forever. Alright, and please don't bait and switch us and give us like, oh, Assassin's Creed India or something like that. Because, yeah, but, oh, it's a part of Asia. No, we want China or Japan. But more than likely, this game will probably not be at E3. Mainly because I think they've seen the success of Assassin's Creed Origins. And they see now that an every other year release cycle works for Assassin's Creed. Not to mention, I think the game that they're going to bring this year, the big game, is probably going to be Watch Dogs 3. lot of Square Enix titles on this list, but we have Just Cause 4. So, Just Cause 3 kind of slipped a little bit when it came to sales. It didn't do as good as Just Cause 3. It did good, but not as good. So, I think more than likely we're probably not going to be getting another Just Cause for a while. I don't think they're gonna completely dump the franchise. I doubt that very seriously. But I don't think they're going to be doing another one just yet. This one hurts almost as much as the other remake on this list, and that is Resident Evil 2, the remake. They announced this game like, what, 2 years ago? And we haven't heard anything about this game? Nothing. Not a thing. We know that it exists somewhere on some computer in Capcom somewhere, and that there's a PS4 version of Resident Evil 2 somewhere. Now, I mean, they could surprise us and drop this at the Sony show, or maybe even the Nintendo show, but I don't think we're going to get this game at E3. They have said nothing about this game since they announced it, so I don't think it's going to be at E3.
I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards, when the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies, when the trains stopped running.
So this one right here is kind of a surprise. Days Gone. So Days Gone was given a pretty big space at E3 the year before last. I think the last game, like, you know, how kind of like the main event of the show, so to speak, is like the last thing that they show you, the last thing that they leave out with on a conference. So the last thought you have of the last thing you see in a conference was Days Gone one year. It was like a gameplay demo of Days Gone. And, I mean, it looked okay. It was another zombie shooter, but, you know, I mean, so I don't think it's going to be at E3, though. Because they had a huge, editorial about it in Game Informer this month. And there's an hour of gameplay out on YouTube. Lots of information. Tons of stuff. It was the cover game of Game Informer this month. So, yeah, I think they did that because it's not one of those games they're going to focus on at E3. The only 4 Sony games they're going to focus on are Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, and, of course, Death Stranding. So, I think they gave this one May so that at E3, it probably won't be there. And this one's a doozy, because this is the one that we need, or the one that the Sony fanboys need, or the Microsoft fanboys need, and that's Halo 6. So, I mean, now, I could be wrong about this, because I've heard rumors a while back that Halo 6 was not going to be at E3. And then they were saying that people were saying it on, like, Twitter. People from the development team at 343 were saying it that they wasn't going to be at E3. I'm not sure about that, because I think it would be crazy, pure insanity for Microsoft to not bring Halo to E3. And if they didn't bring Halo, they would have to bring Gears, but I don't think Gears just came out like a year or two ago, so I don't think they're really ready for another Gears game. I mean, they could drop a trailer and have it come out in 2019, but I don't think they're ready to drop another Gears game just yet. So this game would technically have to be that big game, unless it's something completely new out of Microsoft that we don't know about. This would be the big new game that they would need, but for all intents and purposes, from what I've been hearing, it's probably not going to be at E3, which is going to be crazy. So I'm looking out for Microsoft. I want to see what they're going to do, because competition helps the gaming industry. So that's about it for this list. So watch out for my next E3 video, which shall probably be Friday at this point. So that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and for the love of God, please hit that bell. Thank you for keep it real.